I'm jealous because I'm looking for my technique.
Yeah, just,
So
there's a point there's a point at which you have to stop watching other people paint. And maybe it's dangerous for me to say this, I don't know. I'm going to leave this in the recording. You got to stop watching demos, stop taking workshops temporarily, and just paint.
hmm
Just like do it and do a lot of it.
yeah, yeah,
And the more you paint, the more your own voice is going to start to develop in
yeah.
your artwork. I when I was like it was around 2002 when I was just tired of all the just the portrait commissions I was doing, and I was doing caricatures, I was doing portrait sketches at the mall, and portrait commissions from people's photos. So it was just, I mean, the live portrait sketches were fun, but the ones from photos it was just copy work, and there was no composition, there was no like color, harmony, none of that type of stuff that I could think of or learn from that. So I started taking pastel classes and started painting my own stuff, and my work was like all over the place for a while, but I was learning, you know. And then actually when I sold my first two cow paintings, they were pretty big ones. They were 24 by 24. That was like, oh, I got to paint more cows. I started painting more cows, and then as I tried different materials, I've discovered materials that I liked better than what I had been using, and so I would change it out and start working with this stuff, and working with these colors or whatever. And then when I found these primers, it was just like, that's what I like. And if I change again, maybe I'll be changing again in a few years, but I'm still pretty comfortable doing what I'm doing.
hmm
But who knows? It's just like, you just got to do it. You just got to like do something that you enjoy, a subject that you like. And I would say, the piece of advice that I got from another artist that taught business workshops, business of art workshops, she always said, paint a series. Paint the same genre, the same kind of subject matter, and even the same like size or dimension, proportional size, so that when you have she was old school, she was like 80s, so she'd say do at least 20, so you can have a show, and then you can pick your best 12 and make a calendar. And nowadays I'd say do them all like in the same size, maybe even square, because then they'll look good on Instagram. But
yeah,
whatever, be consistent about some things, and then just paint.
yeah,
And I say, which I learned from Carol Maureen, the Daily Painter, work small, because then you can paint more quickly, and you can get more of them done, and then you can learn faster because you're painting more paintings. And
I've been painting
Really good
outside.
advice.
I've been painting outside with the guy here who does a lot of murals around town, but he also paints in oils, and I'm doing pastels, and that's fine with him. But he says, yeah, don't bring anything bigger than an 8 by 10 or maybe a
yeah,
9. But he says, bring small. People I know, there's one woman who brings these big canvases, and he says, I'm just telling you, you really ought to bring small for this, because we're not doing finished works. We're outside for 3 hours,
yeah,
Yeah.
and it has really been helping because it's just practicing,
yeah.
and you do one and you can do another, and I can do practice on two really in the 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it has helped.
And with that kind of practice too, you can reuse your materials. Like you can just take a picture of that one when it's done, so you have a record of it, and then brush it all off, paint something else on the same board.
Oh, I brush it
Yeah.
off and do an alcohol wash on it, and
Yeah.
some of them done that. They make a great underpainting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I do that all the time. Just brush
Yeah.
mine off and go again.
Yeah.
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 All right, ladies, it's been a pleasure, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's been lovely to talk to you.
Yes, it was very nice to meet you too. Maybe I'll see you again on Wednesday nights. Okay.
You will.
Bye.